That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That will be a great look at birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. You can see what young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer, making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Fifth hole, and we pick up the action. Couple of birdies already on the card. Still early, Frank, but we've seen some solid play.
This is exactly how you want to start the first round of a tournament, Rich.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, what's it going to take here on this approach at the par 5?
Well, some people might actually try and bounce it in between those two bunkers and run the ball up on the green. But personally, I'd try and actually take a hybrid or something with a little bit more loft and try and fly the ball. Take those two bunkers out of play.
Frank, how about 16 of the 18 holes here at Wolf Creek feature elevated tees?
And that gives you those constant vistas. You've got to take a camera actually when you go and play Wolf Creek, because if you stand on some of these tees, you don't just see the one hole in front of you. You look around and you go, this is amazing how you can put a golf course in this area.
This is a good-looking shot. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Frank, standing on the 6th tee and looking out at this golf course, I can't help but think that if you hit it offline here, you're going to be playing golf with the billy goats.
Yeah, you might actually turn into a billy goat come the end of the day, that's for sure. The huge elevation changes once again are apparent here at the 6th. Tis a dogleg to the right, not really a driver unless you want to sort of bring that creek into play or that little stream that cuts across. Second shot, a little bit uphill, and those bunkers are really where you shouldn't go. We all know that. And this green is anything other than flat. A fun-looking hole, too, and a fun hole to play.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Just a couple of feet. has the birdie to move to 3 under par for the championship. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and that's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Settles in over the putt.
Do that.
Frank, this is the kind of hole you like to drop a bag of balls and just have fun. Hit it all day long as if you were at the range. Unfortunately, you only get one crack, and you better be good. This is a tough hole.
Well, if you find the water, actually, you might get another one up there. It certainly is a tough hole, though, Rich. The stream going all the way down the left-hand side, and it wraps right around the left and behind the screen, makes that tee shot, it certainly makes you think about that tee shot while you're on the tee. Prudent play, aim for the right edge of the green. Nothing wrong if you just miss the green on the right, but miss the green by a yard on the left, you pay a very steep price.
Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
He has this for par.
Just dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now. Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round one.
Good place to be. EA Sports and the Wolf Creek Golf Club so proudly present second round coverage of the EA Sports Spring Invitational. Today we're here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Rich Loder alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all of the action for the EA Sports Spring Invitational. And Frank, what can the players expect from Wolf Creek?
Just a mesmerizing layout, Rich. You can see that from above. Straight driving is imperative out there today. You actually don't have to hit the ball a long way. The elevation on those tees is going to give you that extra distance on almost every shot. You can even take driver out of play on some of the holes. But really, it's about being in the right position first on those tee shots that you're going to hit today.
Frank, can one small tweak from an instructor lead to a big turnaround?
With the right player, yeah. You just want to hear the right message. It's like anyone in life. You just want to be pointed in the right direction. Oh, I like that.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
So a tester from 4 feet. So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching 2 tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side, as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but, you know, Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long. So very reachable.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here. Second shot.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Locked in on the read and the speed.
Had every chance of going in.
Trying to make yet another birdie. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
He has this attempt for par. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Frank, here at the 6th, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee?
Got to be careful here for the longer hitters, Rich. Driver actually might be too much. That stream that we just saw at the par 5 fifth hole, it also comes across here. So something that lands short of that, which is in the vicinity of 280, 290 yards. That's the key. From there, you're not going to have too much more in, sort of 140, 150 yards in. It is a dogleg right, but find that fairway there. Second shot played just a fraction uphill. And this green, well, it's got more humps and hollows in it. It's to be expected, though. This course is absolutely crazy.
That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
And he's made it onto the green. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going. Keeps the momentum on his side.
Frank, a very short par 4 here at the 7th, but not one you're going to try to hit off the tee?
No, unless you can fly the ball sort of 300 yards on the nose and stop it within sort of 5 or 6 yards, it's really too risky. This green is not very deep, just sort of 10 or 15 yards in depth. It's just it simply doesn't mean grab a club and hit it down the fairway. The best way to play it is to try and hit the ball right on the number. And what I mean by number, I mean the full shot yardage for your second shot, even if that only is a sand iron.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
It's that sneaky distance.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't. That's a good par given the situation.
Still tight, still close.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. EA Sports and the present third round coverage of the EA Sports Spring Invitational. Always some extra excitement when you get to the first major championship of the year, and here we are. Rich Loader alongside Frank Nobilo. We're at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada for the EA Sports Spring Invitation. Partner, this is a big one.
It certainly is, Rich, and being the first major of the year, you know the players are going to be a little bit more nervous. Anticipations of a great year are going to start right here this week at Wolf Creek. And you're going to have to make all those adjustments out there. Is your game ready? Can you adjust for the changes in elevation? And do you have the confidence to go all the way and pick up the first major championship of the year?
How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. And with that, birdie moves into second place. How about this hole, Frank? Par 5, 5th.
If you stand on this tee for the first time, you've got virtually no idea where you've got to aim. Do you aim it left of those bunkers? Do you aim it over the sort of the canyon? Really, the answer is how far do you hit it, because that is going to determine the line that you hit it on. Avoid the water, that little stream, but you can always have a drink on the way if you want to, I guess. Second shot plays uphill, but this is a relatively short par 5, so very reachable. But you've got to see, you've got to flight that second shot. You want to make sure that ball's coming in nice and high to this green that's perched up. Should be safely on deck.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today. Even par currently.
Frank, a solid par right there, maintains his position. Here at the 6th, 447-yard par 4. Pretty good hole, Frank.
Yeah, probably a layup hole, too, for the longer hitters. Something out there around the 280, 290-yard mark to make sure you don't go it in the stream. Obviously, it's a dogleg right, as you can see. The canyon on both sides is sort of well-defined, so you know where not to go. Second shot plays a little bit back up the hill to a green, once again, that's anything other than flat. It's fun. You've got to make sure you get that ball on the right tier if you want to have a birdie putt here.
Good, clean contact, and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. About 17 feet on this putt. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and that's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and it's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and it's going to make that second shot that much harder.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Are you kidding me? He just missed that. I cannot believe that. That was such a short putt. Right off the edge. Wow.
That hurts.
Not going so well for him. He has this for bogey.
Well, with time running out, Rich, that's what's going to make that bogey sting even more.
Can't afford to give him away at this point in the championship. Frank, the 8th here at Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada is really the signature par 3, isn't it?
I'd go so far, Rich, to say this is a great par 3. Doesn't matter where it was played. The stream that sort of comes all the way down there and surrounds the left side of the screen makes this hole really daunting. Logic would say if you're going to miss the screen, obviously you miss it to the right, but it's just a beautiful hole. And then you put the fact that the canyon frames the whole hole itself. It's beautiful.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Starting to put it together right now, Frank.
Enjoying that trio at the top.
Finishing up this front side here at the par 4 9th, 390 yards. And what are we looking at, Frank?
Well, it looks relatively straightforward, but it's anything other than that. Decision time again. Do you lay it up into that wide area of the fairway? If you're a longer hitter, you are out here to have a little bit of fun. And maybe you want to take the head cover off because you get a little bit of an advantage if you can drive it over that last bunker on that right side, or at least take that out of play. Because you're only going to have a short pitch in here.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Hey, par yesterday. This one for birdie.
In a very aggressive mode with that birdie now in second place.
Good third round, Frank, and a good spot heading to the final 18.
Yeah, to be in the top 5 right now, the caliber of this field, know that your game is good enough too, and a legitimate chance of taking home the trophy come tomorrow night. This really is what all those hours on the range contribute to, this moment right now.
EA Sports and the Wolf Creek Golf Club so proudly present final round coverage of the EA Sports Spring Invitational. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. The second shot now to the par 4. That will be a great look at birdie. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If you can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
pressure is on to make birdies. Pars just aren't going to get it done, Frank.
Going to have to start aiming at some more flag sticks.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Settles in over the putt. A good birdie right there, Frank.
Oh, time to get another cup of coffee. Things are heating up.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Wow, he moved that a long ways right in the fairway. Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze. Crucial eagle attempt on the way.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Wow, Frank, I did not expect that. An eagle. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Well, very impressive and on the move right now. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Steeply up the hill here. This is going to play very long. Good strike right there, right off the center of the face and about 20 feet away. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just a couple of feet. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Birdie try up next. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
That would have been a real bonus had it dropped, but as it is, good putt. Well, that's just a poor putt, Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make Michael Dublé.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. The bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That is another laser right at the flagstick. He has this putt for birdie. Putting up some impressive numbers out here now. 9 under for the tournament. Now to the 17th, par 5 here at Wolf Creek Golf Club.
Yeah, dogleg left. Tee shot obviously has to be played short of that creek down there. It's still going to be a reachable hole, even though this hole's sort of around the 550, 560 mark. But because you've got to play short of that stream, it's going to leave a lengthy second shot, and you've got to get the distance right on the button. I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it. Second shot.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Frank, just a shade outside 15 feet.
Well, if you're going to be like that, Rich, it's 16 feet to be exact.
Frank, he had to make a run at that one.
Oh, yeah, good effort. Let's see if he can make birdie, but Oda put an eagle on the scorecard. What that would have meant to him. Oh, that was nasty.
That's an outrage right there. I mean, if there's a high commission of golfdom, we need to consult them right now because it's just simply not fair, Frank. It's not.
I think the people above are frowning on the people below.
Just a solid second shot right in the fairway. So the final approach shot here at Wolf Creek Golf Club, Frank, you want to make it a good one.
A good drive, just a short wedge in here. Everything slopes back towards the player. Relatively skinny green that sort of does slope left to right. You judge that pitch shot. Ideally, you'd like to hit it in a little low. Try and bounce it towards the flag. Maybe with a little bit of spin on the tail end of it. Get the crowd happy.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Oh, filling it up today. Beautiful putt. Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
and consequently a very solid round. Continuing with that kind of play can certainly put you in the winner's seat.